everyone. It's Eviam Kuka, aka the Ghetto President, and today I've got this interesting topic, which is wealthy. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. What is wealthy? How do you define wealthy? I know for a moment when you just hear the word wealthy, you think of fancy cars, you think of having expensive clothes, you think of having a lot of money in general. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's your opinion, and I respect that. Yeah, so let's try to look at the definition of wealthy according to Wikipedia. So according to Wikipedia, wealthy is just the abundance of valuable financial assets or physical possessions which can be converted into a form that can be used for transactions. Yeah, so in a nutshell, wealthy wealthy is just the abundance of possessions and money. Yeah, but there are a lot of things. There are things that matter the most than having a lot of money. There are things that matter a lot than having a lot of possessions. Yeah, so the most important thing, real wealthy is composed of different elements. It's composed of different components. Yeah, so the first component, of course, being the inner life. Inner life is so important because everything that we do, of course, all those things they begin from where? From our inner selves, and then from there they start manifesting into out of our outer part of the body, which is of course our outer self. Yeah. So whatever are you living under pressure, are you under stress, are you living at peace, are you having anxiety, or are you having depression? All those things, they are absolutely going to start from your inner part of yourself, and then from there they're going to manifest out of your outer part of yourself. So it's so important to know what you are putting in, to know your inputs, so that you can be certain of what the outputs are going to be. Yeah, the other point, of course, the other component of wealthy being family. Yeah, of course, family is nothing but family is everything. Life is more meaningful when we are with friends. Life is more meaningful when we've got family members. Because at one point or the other, without family, life is not worth living. Without friends, life is not worth living. Of course, it's full of ups and downs, but those those ups and downs they define who we are. Those ups and downs they make us to be the people that we are at the moment, and the people that will become in the future. Yeah, the third element of real wealthy being healthy. Yeah, it's some kind of a rhythm, some kind of a rhyme. Like you all know, without healthy, they can never be wealthy. But without wealthy, you can have healthy. Yeah, most of the people now, most of we young people at the moment are striving so hard to have a lot of money, to become so rich. We are striving so hard to have a lot of possessions. But one thing that we most forget, one thing that we forget most at times is that once we get into our 70s, most of the people now they're regretting to have done the things that they did. Of course, those things were affecting their healthy, just for the sake of becoming rich. Yeah, so it's so important to note that when we are striving for wealthy should be the most important thing to consider as well. We shouldn't be doing bad things. We shouldn't be doing bad things at the expense of our wealthy. Yeah, the most important point again, the last one, which is the fourth element of real wealthy, the fourth component of real wealthy being being the making a difference. So you have to ask yourself a question. You have to ask yourself a question to say, are you making a difference? Are you making a difference in your life? Are you making a difference in some people's lives? Because the things we do should be benefiting others. We shouldn't just be so selfish to only to care for ourselves, but we should be considerate as well to consider other people, to take note of other people. Like the civil rights activist once said, who just appears to be Cesar Chavez. He said to say, wealthy is not defined by possessions, power, or status, but true wealthy is defined by legacy that we leave behind for the people we love and inspire. That's definitely a point that is convincing. That's a point which is, of course, which is worth listening to. Yeah, and not only Cesar Chavez, but also the famous Bob Marley. This is what he had to say when he was asked about the definition of real wealthy. You have to listen to this.
Have you made a lot of money out of your music?
Money. I mean, how much is a lot of money to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Have you made, say, millions of dollars?
No.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
Do you have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
What can I say? Everything is well summarized by the famous Bob Marley. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so very much, everyone, for coming. Thank you.